Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some RuneScape, shall we? Hey, Sir Theodore, Nicholas, good evening, good to see you. Well, here we are, by some amazing mystical mirrors, and I do believe... Hey, thank you for liking the stream, my friend. Yes, Sir Theodore. You know what's crazy, Sir Theodore? It actually, and I thought it was just a mild head cold, but it lingered surprisingly long. It took a good 4 or 5 days to get feeling back right again. But now I'm back, and I'm recovered, and I'm ready for these quests. So we have some interesting quests on our hand that are mini quests. So we have a quest to do called the Curse of Zaros mini quest. Thank you, Sir Theodore. Yes, I am too. It feels so good when you get back right. Talk to the mysterious ghost Valdez near Gloriel's tombstone northwest of the Fishing Guild while wearing a ring of visibility and a way to speak with ghosts. So I definitely have the ring of visibility, and I also need to get my ghost speak amulet to start this Maharat Mysteries number 10. Hey, Nickman, good evening. My map knowledge is a working 1 out of 10. Alright, but first I need to go to the exchange, and I need to kind of arrange some items around. You know. Okay. I got some stuff I don't need. So I don't need the lockpicks. I don't think I need these ancient stabs. The Cape of Legends, yes. Anti-poison, meh. Super restore, no thank ya. Oh gosh, yeah. Completely know it by heart. And I put that over there, and then we need this. Now, I'm going to take my Ghost Speak amulet out. And because I never know what to expect, I'm going to take five things to eat. Now, this looks pretty good. Can you guys tell me how long before I get to put something in this upper left slot on my equipment screen? That's right, Sir Theodore. Wouldn't that be nice? Hey, Morbin Fell. Good evening. Good to see you. Oh, parts of this quest are in the wilderness? Okay. Well, then I'll have to be careful for sure. Wow, look at this wizard right here. This person is doing it. Look at this. Whitey Har is unreal. Like, they have the full, like, sweet wizarding gear, and then they've got this, like, wizard spellcasting magical cape. Looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, okay. No, I don't have all those. Alright, so let's go over to the Fishing Guild. Nicholas, good question, my friend. I should play some Vintage Story again. That's such a fun game. Have you been playing much since the update recently, Nicholas, where they changed like some of the world generation stuff? Seamus, what's up, my friend? No, I have never played old school RuneScape. I only started with this one about 3 years ago. And we will go over to the Fishing Guild, which is in this... Let's see. Here it is. So I guess this is it. All right. Wow, Nick, man, that's not good. Hey, Jerry, good evening. Good to see you. All right, let's see here. So we need to go over here to Hemminster. Okay, so we are going to talk to Valdez near the tombstone. This is going to be incredibly naive, okay? So I preface it by saying that, but I don't understand how RuneScape, which is like basically already mostly in existence and doesn't receive very massive updates, you know, isn't profitable just with monthly subscriptions alone. Like, aren't they making enough money? Like, it seems like like all they have to do is maintain servers. Like it. So I don't understand why they need to do like more microtransactions and stuff. It seems like it would just be I mean, but then again, it's just greed and capitalism, so you're always going to do that. I get it. It's just like, I'm surprised that you have this existing IP that needs very little maintenance, at least on the way I see it, and yet they're trying to figure out ways to somehow squeeze it harder. But then again, that's just everything. Okay. Let's see here. Right, Nick, man. Right, that's what I mean. They do release updates. Right. But the shareholders only want, like, the growth numbers to go up significantly. And the only way to reasonably get that happening is by just, you know, increasing the price. Okay, so here's the fishing guild. And other side. Okay, thank you. Am I thinking Gloriel's tomb is that elf where we couldn't take food down there or whatever, and it was like for the waterfall area? Or maybe I'm not thinking of the right thing. Yes, okay. And didn't she have some kind of scrying device in her tomb that was similar to the Eyes of Glaufrey, or like somehow related to that? Or am I not making the right connection? Okay. I got the ring on, and let me get the amulet. It's on. Okay. Oh my god, it's Raslo again. Rasolo. That guy. He keeps cropping up like a bad penny. Alright, so here's the tombstone. Oh, here's the ghost. I see it. Hello. Hey, Chocolat, what's up, my friend? I finished Desert Treasure, and now I'm doing a mini quest about Zaros that's like the Maharat Mysteries number 10. Hello! So what's up? I love how that's how I greet the ghost. I'm just like, so, what's up, man? He's like, I can't believe it. You could see me. You understand my words? Yeah, this ain't exactly my first ghost rodeo, if you know what I'm saying. Sure can, so why you hanging around here? My tale is one of woe. No doubt you will have little interest in hearing it, though it has been so many moons since last I had company in this endless non-life. Wow. The curse of Zaros. I accept it. Well, actually, I would like to know what happened to you to turn you into an invisible ghost. If only so I can make sure it doesn't happen to me. You understand I'm a practical guy. I'm looking out for number one. What happened to you? It's a crying shame. Trust me. But it can't happen to me. That'd be the real tragedy. My name is Valdez. I served my lord Saradomin faithfully for many years as an explorer of this strange land we had been brought to. Ooh. I see. Great lore. So, strange land we had been brought to. Ah, now we're getting into it. Okay, interesting. So it's kind of evoking the history quest that we did where Guthix was ushering beings into Gielinor through that portal. And we understand that Saradomin and Zamorak were not the first gods to be here. I remember the day this curse fell upon me clearly. I had just discovered a huge temple hidden below the ground of one of Saradomin's compatriots. So he came here after that. I am unsure who had built it or why they had left it seemingly abandoned, but inside I located a great treasure. It was the god staff of Armadil. Oh. I've worked with Armadil before. Did I have the staff of Armadil or some kind of weapon of Armadil? Like, I vaguely remember I had a choice to work with some kind of secret cult of Armadil and assist them. But didn't they have some kind of weapon? Like, in their chamber? And were they fighting the Black Knights? Oh boy, I'm getting things all melded together. Or were they fighting... I remember working with them. Leslie, good evening. Temple of Ikov. Yes, yes. Choice? No, not Black Knights. Were they fighting Zaros? Or, Lucian, that's right, okay. I, stranger, I chose that day to take it so that my lord Saradomin's power and prestige could be increased by its possession. A god weapon. Do you have any comprehension of the difficulty and rarity in obtaining such a thing? I don't. To find such an artifact of power just lying around is almost incomprehensible. So it was there in that deserted temple that I made my choice. I took the staff and left the temple for Entrana immediately. Jerry, that's a great question. I'll tell you what, Jerry, I actually have a satisfactory series of guides. I think I have maybe 6 or 7 of them. I stopped right after I got the chainsaw, but I haven't... I thought maybe about doing it again when they release a larger update. I believe the satisfactory guide series that I did was for update 7, so I don't know if they're much further past that. I love Satisfactory. Some mysterious, robed old man with a hunchback Lucian asked you to help him find a staff. That's right. You went into the temple and discovered the guardians of Armadil, who warned you not to trust Lucian. Oh, is it up to update 8? Inconceivable indeed. I love how this guy like gets turned into a ghost and he just keeps this fedora that he's wearing. Like, well, of course the fedora will survive the ghost cursed transition. And then, like, he could have probably taken it off at some point in his ghostly eons of walking around, but he's like, no. Who am I without this hat? No one. But it's interesting that he goes to Entrana, okay. Oh, cool, Jerry, awesome. Well, I gotta check out, see what's in Update 8. This was the curse, the cause of my cursed state. What, you mean you gave it to Saradomin and in return he cursed you? Seems kind of ungrateful if you ask me. No, stranger, you misunderstand completely. Firstly, my gracious lord would never treat anyone in such a manner. If he felt it was beyond my bounds as a mere mortal to hold such an artifact, he would simply have commanded me to return it to whence I had claimed it, and I, being eternally loyal, would have obeyed without question. And secondly, I never managed to pass the artifact on to my lord. The vile thief Reynard accosted me as I made my way to Entrana, and after defeating me with a sneak attack, plundered the staff from my person and left me for dead. Ouch. Hey, awesome, Chocolat. Congratulations. I do not know what became of the staff, but I can feel in my very bones that whatever its final fate was, it is somehow related to this curse upon me. Wow, tough break. God, I love how flippant the character is in this quest. Again, it's always such an interesting aspect of RuneScape that there is a pretty consistent narrative for the player character, but because so many of the quests are written by different people, you get these different interpretations that kind of vary, and sometimes, you know, he's, or she, depending on who you are, the character's real grumpy, or they're sarcastic, or they're naive, or they're like, you know, being silly, and in this case, he's just like real flat, like, wow, tough break. That's rough, man. That's tough. So, the staff, where'd you put it? I'm sorry to bore you with my tale, stranger. Please allow me to compound my rudeness by asking you for one favor, small to perform. Okay, Morbin, I'll hit the shadows, but I can't adjust the settings right now, or it will boot me out of the dialogue tree. I won't make any promises, but if it's nothing too annoying, I guess I can help you out. What a benevolent hero I am. I like that too, Sir Theodore. That's why, Sir Theodore, I think you'd love Baldur's Gate 3 if you ever get a chance to play it, because, you know, it's one of those classic games where you get to kind of set the tone, and it has a range of dialogue options which are hilarious. Like, they can be just unbelievably evil, or good, or neutral, funny. Good choices. Many thanks, stranger. This existence tortures me. Blah, 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 tortures me. I need you to find Reynard. And if he has the staff yet, reclaim it. Or find out what hideous deed he performed to curse me so. Reynard? I mean... Yes, Sir Theodore, awesome. I think you'll like it. Yeah, Episcocat was in the stream the other day when I was playing it, and he's already played it through 2 times. So here's the thing. This guy's been alive for centuries. I did a little bit, Chocolat. I got to, like, necromancy level 20, I think, just to try it out. It's actually pretty cool. But, so Reynard was alive centuries ago, but why would he still be alive? Like, does that even make sense? I have nothing I may offer you save this piece of clothing. So it's even longer. It's millennia. I have, what piece of clothing? What are you giving me? Are you giving me some robes? Yeah, he gave me some ghostly robes. Oh, that's cool. I'm see-through. All right. He's like, I can give you my invisible clothing. My chest is invisible. Okay. So he's asking me... Thank you for hearing my tale. It's been so lonely. Can you remind me where to find Renard again? Of course. The infamous Renard, he's in a land to the northeast where they made their home, living outside of the reach of authorities that pursued them. Okay, I'll try to find them. So this must be what Morbentfell was talking about, which is... the wilderness. Crab, good evening. Good to see you. There's an engram behind me? I don't know what that means, but... okay. Under the bush. Oh yeah, I see it, but I don't know what to examine it. An engram of time. I can't seem to interact with it, though. What does it mean? I turned the shadows on. Is that... Oh, it's a divination thing. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I'm invisible. I'm looking fantastic. Alright. And I need to go to the northeast. So let's check it out on the map. So the map tells me that northeast could be here, but it could be... there's a barbarian outpost, but there's also... I don't think I should go too far, right? What's this junk up here? Alright, let's go... Let's go northeast. Let's see what we got. Oh, the dwarves. Oh, the most northeast. Okay, not local. Oh God. Okay. So do you mean snow place? Or bandit camp over here? Black Knight Fortress? Let's go to Edgeville, I guess, and jump over here, maybe. See what's going down. So I hate to bother you all. The most northeast the map has. Oh, okay. Anachronia? Rogue's Castle? There's bandits right here. So I'll try to go here. Now, can you guys remind me, if I were to just teleport to the wilderness portal, or just climb over the wall and go to the wilderness, what am I in danger of losing? Of my stuff? Should I put things away, or am I not worried about it? Okay, I don't want to die. A bit of cash? Okay. Oh, because death will let me, like, reclaim the items or whatever. Alright, so let's look at this right. Let's see if I can get this. So the middle bandits are going to kill me. So that's middle bandit. So do you mean... The only place I see is Rogue Castle. Or one of these ruins, unless... Or... Pirate Hangout. Damonheim doesn't seem right. I'm not going to Drakon. Alright. So I'll check out maybe the Rogue's Castle. I mean, he said he was the top dog rogue. Alright. Doodaloo, doodaloo. Ah, those are zombies. I don't need any of that. What's that? Gargoyle. Nah, I don't want that. Okay. I might not make it. Let me put on my stronger stuff. Alright, so let me check the map. Where am I? Graveyard of Shadows. That doesn't sound good. I need to go pretty far north. Do I see an arrow on the minimap? I do. Oh, is that a quest direction, Morbin? I thought that the mini quest wouldn't give me any guidance, but if that's guidance, I'll take it, Morbin. Oh, I set a marker by mistake? Okay, whoops. Alright. I didn't mean to. Oh, okay, I thought it was the exact wrong direction. I was trying to go northeast. Oh, okay, I remember that. It was so hard for me to get rid of it. No, run away, run away. Brave Sir Robin. Okay. So, I'm going to keep going northeast. Yes. Alright, what's this? What's this little camp? Who's that? What do we got here? It doesn't have anything. What's this thing in the middle? I don't know. Keep going. Northeast, baby. Alright, whoa. I gotta stop right here. What do I got? That black demon looks dangerous. Alright, let me check the map. I need to keep going. I want to go to the rogues. Let's just actually go due north. Let's just go north. Straight north. You go north. Oh boy, there's big dudes over here. We got some problems here. Go. Run. Run. What are you doing? Don't fight back. Just pray. There's a gate to the east? Oh god, I didn't see it. There's a big fence here. Red line. Okay. I see one to the west as well. I'm gonna use it. Oh god, I died. I got sliced apart. Oh my god, it's the Ripper Demon. Do you remember the Ripper Demon? I do. Okay. So, that was brutal. It did. Pierced my heart. So, right. Click the yellow sword so I don't fight back. Get my ring of kinship. Oh, and just go to Daemonheim? Okay. You know a faster way. I'm all ears. Alright. I'm gonna go to the lodestone. Do you mean the wilderness lodestone? Alright. I made it. I'm going lodestone. No Ripper Demons. So east of me there should be a platform. Yeah, there's a obelisk. Okay. Activate it? Yeah, I see them, Sir Theodore. They're purple. Okay, I activated it, and I'm standing in the middle. I got shot. Oh my god, I'm dead. Okay. So let's look at where I've been moved. Okay, now I'm here. Ah, okay. And teleport again to try to get closer to the rogue's castle? Okay. You tell me. Here we go. Alright. No, this one's no good. Don't hit me. Oh, I see. We're going for it. We're trying to hit the lottery here, people. Oh my god, that guy wants to kill me. I'm not ready to die. No, that's no good. Let's just keep going. Hey, Mike, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. We're going through. Alright, where are we at? Okay. Uh oh, the obelisks are gone. Oh god, did I break them? Oh my god, I've overused the obelisks. Okay. Alright, so what I have to do is... run. Alright, go this way. Go around this big crater. Alright. Not doing well. Is this another obelisk? Or it should be, but it's busted? Should I just, like, use my luck of the dwarves and then see if they come back if I hit the lodestone again? But I don't know how I'm going to get past those Ripper demons. I can't withstand that attack. My God, man. The Rippers. I didn't bring enough food. So when I die this time, I'll just bring more food. Prayer? Which prayer? I'm dead. I'm like trying to look at the prayer. Okay, let's get some more food. Oh my God. Rippered. I'm too young. I'm too beautiful to die. Alright. There's a bunch. There it is. Okay. Yeah, no more disappearing obelisks. We can't have that. Alright, hit me. Wilderness. Drop me in the wilderness. Right. No, I realized the answer, Nickman, right as soon as I said it, but I was too slow on the trigger. Hey, Paxton, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. Do. Second try. We can't die. That's the mantra of this. Third try. That's right. 5th or 6th time's the charm. $25th time's the charm. Well, I'll tell you what, Sir Theodore, or Nickman, after I die this time, we'll go down the lever. Oh, this one's right by it. I think we got it. All right. Okay. So let me equip the ghostly robe, the ring, and the necklace. All right, let's go in. Let's see. Do I see anybody? Chaos Elemental looks hard. Rogue, not as hard. How do these people have a castle in here? They can't take no Chaos Elemental. Alright, we're going in. Rogue Enforcer. Alright. Enforcer. Many enforcers. There's a jail. Why do I think that they're in the jail? Oh no, go up the staircase. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm all about laws. Pickpocket the captain. Thieving 92. Ay. I'm not there yet. Go up. Captain, Captain. Climb it. Up. Cap. Rogue. Take gold ore. Oh, God, I'm ruined. Alright, down the stairs. Rogue, down. Alright, let's see here. I'm looking for a ghost. Well, there's lots of safes around here. I could make a fortune. Take the bronze square shield. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I need. Okay. A bronze square shield. Incredibly valuable. Alright. Okay. I'm looking for a ghost. I'm going to keep looking for a ghost. I don't see it yet. Take me down. Alright. What's in this snow? Is that the outhouse? Check out the outhouse. What's in the laboratory? Now, there's a skeleton. Seems a rough place. No? Okay. Oh, okay. He's almost invisible, huh? We'll find him. Almost invisible, no icon, never stops me. Hey, we made it here, which was the hard part. I'll just keep looking. Interesting. I'll have to look into that, Sir Theodore. I like how they're like, we're so wealthy, we just keep gold lying on the ground. Does that give you a hint of our vast fortunes? Valdez told us that he was like the big dog thief, master thief, and he returned here to the northeast to his peeps. Talk to the rogue. That's not working. All right. Oh yeah, this door did open strangely. It's like a swing door. Elron, good evening. Good to see you, my friend. Okay. Is there a ghost in there? No. Oh, is this the wrong location? Oh, so I'm not at the right place, is what you're telling me. So I'll never find it here. So he's actually right here? The bandit camp down here? Or he's at the pirates' hideout? Or is he at this deserted keep? There's so many possibilities. I need to enable PvP. Oh, I see what you mean. Not different spots within this castle, but different spots, total. And That's what you mean, different fairy... So it's not in here, is what you're saying. And also what you're saying is, I'll try the pirates. I need to pay attention to the dialogue, which I kind of did, but you can't re-see it because the quest log doesn't record anything substantive for a mini-quest. Stop shooting me. That's an interesting location. Yeah, Leslie, that's a good question. I don't want to do that. I'm a nice man. I can't be involved in killing other players. Who do you think I am? Okay, I see what you mean. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. Good lord. I do too, Leslie, because... Mandrith? Where am I? Pirates hideout. Okay. We're looking for a ghost. Locked. From the inside, it's locked. Oh boy, that's a big elephant over there. Oh, I see what you mean. So, yeah, there's bad guys in there, but if the ghost was in here, I'd be able to see it, is what you're saying? I don't think I see a ghost. All right. Back to Edgeville we go. Okay, so I gotta dump my stuff, is what you're saying. So should I just go naked? Besides the ghost required stuff? Okay. Alright. The ghost robe's not necessary? I am trying to frighten them. They'll never know what hit them. Yeah, I know, Sir Theodore, but I don't want to put in my food. I want to keep food. Now, what do you guys think? Should I have the amulet, the robe, and the ring? Is that good? Is that all I need? I'll take the robes. How can other players see me if I'm wearing these robes? Alright. Anyway, I'll take it. Okay, so you say I need to enable PvP and then talk to a lady? Alright. Well, you're a crutch in the sense that I don't want to lose an item permanently because I don't do PvP and I always just really want to double check the rules. Like, I would ask anybody about the rules. Welcome to the border. Are you merely passing through? Or are you seeking the ultimate challenge? Well, that's more of a, I know I need to go stuff, but if I need... For me, Nick, man, it's this. I know I need the ghost amulet and the ring. I don't know if I need the robes. But if I walked all the way here... Absolutely. But if I walked all the way here and I needed something that I didn't bring, it would be a pain in the butt to have to go back and do it again. So it's more of like a time saving. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. I'm seeking the ultimate challenge. I understand. Okay. All right, I did it. Okay. So I'm gonna teleport here and then just run to the bandit camp. Seems like an ingenious plan. What should I keep them peeled for? I'm just gonna run. And if I don't make it, I'm dead. Alright, northwest. Go. Run, little soldier. I have no armor. Weiju, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. Oh my god. Look at all those bandits. They mean business. Alright, I gotta sneak over here and look for a ghost, I suppose. If I was a ghost... Where would that be? In the building? I hope so. Yeah, I see that. They all have skulls. It's quite scary. Does that guy have 10,000 hit points? It seems like a lot. Mm-hmm. Oh, they like that we have the skull so they won't kill us? Well, that seems good. Fat Tony. Go away, I'm busy. Alright, you got anything to sell? I guess. He's got pizza. Alright. That's true. I guess I could kill that. You know what's funny, Nick Man, is I was just coming from earlier, I was playing some more Dragon Warrior 1. My character has 53 hit points. So when I saw 10,000, I was like, oh my god. You have to make a pizza for an achievement? Oh, good. Oh, okay. Interesting, Nick Man. That makes sense. So 100 hit points. Oh, there it is. Hello. You must be Renard. What be this? You both see me and hear me and also know my name? Tell me what devilry brings you here, and be quick about it, afore I gut you like a fish. Well, apart from the fact that I ain't scared of no ghost. Wow, a little Ghostbusters reference. I like it. I am here because I've spoken to Valdez. Valdez, rather. Who be that? Some foul necromancer? No, he was a ghost I met near Gloriel's tomb. He seems convinced that the artifact you stole from him is responsible for him becoming cursed to be an invisible ghost. Seems like he might be onto something too, given the state of you. A curse, ye say? Aye, that makes sense. And there I was thinking my fate be the fault of the thieving and murdering I spent my life a-doing. Uh-oh. Did we just basically become an apologist for all of this guy's actions, where he's just like, well, now I know that there is no karma in the world and that my lifetime of evil is warranted and I should have enjoyed it like I did, and there is no reprisal from any cosmic source for what I have done. So the moral of the story is you should be a pirate and thieve and murder. So it all began the day I sold that staff, you say? Aye, that be a story I've never told another soul. He does talk like a pirate. Oh, they give me the option here. I could just be like, oh, you got a story for me, huh? I'm done. Tell me your story. Why don't you tell me what happened? I might be able to help. Well, I was making me merry way along, having just pulled off a glorious jewelry heist from a bunch of stinking dwarves. Hey, that's no way to talk about dwarves. Some of my best friends are short. Ah, you misunderstand me, lad. I wasn't generalizing about the whole dwarf species. I'd just stolen a bundle of jewels from a very specific group of dwarves who happened to have an odious stench about them. You know what's hilarious is, like, you're calling this guy out like, I can't believe you're a racist. And he's like, no. I'm actually a very open-minded and cool pirate. But this particular group of dwarves did smell. I will justify my statement. Okay, fine. I guess that's fine. Continue. Well, as I headed on me merry way, hoping the foul odors that lingered in me nostrils would soon pass, I see in front of me this explorer fella, all decked out in fine clothing and carrying some long package, bundled in rags. So I says to myself, Reynard, I says, Reynard, why would some fella all dressed up in his finery be carrying something wrapped in dirty rags? Okay. I love this guy's dialogue, so I thinks to myself a little more. He talks to himself, too. He's like, okay, Reynard, what are we going to do today, Reynard? All right, he's got a package, Reynard. Should we take it? Reynard, what do you think? Reynard, I thinks, Reynard, maybe that fella has something valuable in there, and he covered it with dirty rags so it won't look so valuable. So I coshed this fella around the back of his head with me bag of jewels, picked up his package, and was on me merry way afore he comes to. I like how he's already, too, like he's so wealthy that his weapon is a bag of jewels. He's like, look, I was already set for life with this bag of jewels, but I thought dirty rag package could be the secret to an even happier retirement. So what happened then? Well, I makes me way to the closest tavern I knew of that catered to my sort of people. You mean thieves? Right ye are. So I makes me way to the nearest friendly tavern and unwraps the bundle to see what it had inside. The Staff of Armadillo? Was it? Ah, I never knew that. It very clearly said on the side, not the Staff of Armadillo, so I had kind of ruled that out initially. Anyways, I unwraps the stuff and sees it to be a god weapon. I like how he immediately knows, god weapon. Does it say god weapon? I may be just a common thief, but I recognizes a weapon not made by mortal hands when I sees one. Okay. So what'd you do then? Well, I knew such a weapon would be of great value to... Now that's funny, can't remember his name now. The powerful god lived in the northeast, took the Maharat away from under Icthaleron's control. Oh. Oh. Interesting. So, Icthaleron... Okay... was... Amascut? Or related to... God, was Icthaleron that little kitty cat? It's been a while. Anyway, I hired me a messenger to go off and let him know I had something I was... Amascut's brother. Okay, thank you. Sell that I thought he'd be interested in. Now, why can't I remember his name? Very odd, that. So you sold the staff to this god you can't remember. Oh, the jackal-headed god that's a dog. And, okay, thank you. Well, that's the other funny thing. He never showed up. He sends some sort of general or other instead. You know, thinking back on that, I'm getting the feeling that the messenger did a little double-cross of his own, and he took me message to the wrong fella. So what was the general's name? His name was Zamorak. Oh, I remember thinking at the time it was odd, because the fella was a mighty powerful warrior, but was never fully trusted by... Why can't I remember his name? So you suspect the messenger might have taken the message to the wrong person, so you think it was an accident or deliberate? Well, I can't tell you, but if something happened to get me cursed, it's likely the messenger would know that more than me. His name was Karim, and if he caused me to be stuck like this, I'm going to fillet him like a dog, ghost or no. I'll tell you what, you've given me much to think about, so I'd like to offer you a gift. Here, take these. They were the gloves I stole me first cake with. They might bring you some luck. Uh-oh, I've got too much stuff. Yes, Leslie, it does sound like that. So here's what I'm thinking. Yes, my hands disappeared. Here's what I've got knocking around in my brain. First, let me talk to this guy and get the location so I can get out of here. Where's Karim? He's headed off to Karalonger to seek his fortune. You might want to check around there somewhere. Okay. Kara Longer. Do I know this? Is that an old name for something that I should know? Well, I guess I could go back and talk to the first ghost to get the info, maybe. You know what it sounds like to me? Yeah, it's not something I've ever heard of either. Talk to the pizza man? Okay. Tony? I'm very busy. Got anything to sell? Make an anchovy pizza here. Alright, there's a tomato and cheese. Oh, there's another store. Okay, thank you. This is what I'm thinking based on what you guys... I think I've heard. So, Zamorak was... They call him the false god. Because he's not a true god. So he was a general for someone, which I'm assuming is perhaps, maybe, Zaros. And then he got hold of this Staff of Armadil and used it to get godly powers. Or he backstabbed... Oh, I'm sorry, Sir Theodore, to hear about your belly. Okay. It sounds like, Alright, let's see here. Noter. Want to trade? Yes, please. Alright. He sells water, gold leaf, marble block, binding stone, reinforcing plate, threads, bloodwood, vials, arrowheads. Oh, okay, thank you. The general stores in Asgarnia and Mistalin are heavily taxed. It really makes it hard for them to run an effective business. For some reason, taxmen don't visit my store. So it's a duty-free shop. All right. It reminds me of how Sauron in Lord of the Rings was like the lead general, or one of the lead generals for the evil, like... Oh, I can't remember the bad guy's name from Silmarillion. And then kind of like took over. Morgoth, yes. All right, so I'll take this. Yes, Melkor, that's right. He was the one that was like the most powerful singer of creation for of the people, the like OG elves or whatever. And he sang like a counter melody to the creator. And swept out of the cosmos to ruin Middle-earth. Okay. Let's see. Did you say there's a fishing spot? Oh, this is the fishing spot for anchovies right here. I see what you mean. I got anchovy. Okay, so let me cook. So Nickman said, all right, so I cooked the anchovies. And then, I don't know if I have, do I have high enough cooking to make a pizza? Use pizza base on the tomato? Yeah, incomplete pizza. Okay. Oh, I gotta make this first. Okay, mix it. Done. No, come back. You're good. And then, use this on that. Yeah. Hey, True, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. And then we cook at the range. And we make a plain pizza. Cook. And then, use the anchovies on the plain pizza? Anchovy pizza. Did it. I made an anchovy pizza. Okay. So, I don't know if I got the achievement or not, but I made this pizza. Okay, now I'm going to teleport out of here. Yep, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Edgeville just really quickly to get my stuff. And I want to reset this like... oh, okay. Well then... Can I teleport here? Can you not do them if you're PvP? Oh, use the pizza on him? Okay. Thanks, I've been craving one of these for ages. Yeah, here it is. Thank you, True. I got it. We did it, everybody. Oh, walk south a little bit? Okay. We've done it. Let's turn this wretched PvP off, shall we? I love these ghostly robes I've got, though. That's pretty sweet. Oh, okay, I see. Thank you. I'd like to opt out. I'm out. Alright, let's go. Hi, banker. Hey, True. Thanks for that Prime sub, my friend. Hope you're doing well. So, he said, I'm going to ask the other ghost, but it was like called like Karalonger or something like that. I need to get some things here. I need to get my ghost, my full ghost garb. And then I also want the visibility ring. Alright. Hit me. Ardoin me. Lumbridge. Oh, there's my marker. Okay. Clear the marker. I got it. Yes, it's gone. Oh, I have a teleport in my spells? Camelot. Kandarin. Well, I hope you're able to relax and enjoy yourself, True. New spells. Oh, I see. Not lunar. Oh, right. I think I remember what you're talking about. You're talking about my ancient magic? Like... let's see. Okay. I can't remember, right, so I have to switch spell books, but not to lunar magic, to the new ancient magic that I got, at the end of the last quest. Is that right? So I would have to go back here? All right. So I remember getting ancient magic from Oh god, I'm wearing the bad stuff. They don't like it. Sorry, everybody. Here, wait, give me a second. Let me change some stuff. No, it's cool. You're cool. I'm cool. Everything's fine. I do remember the end of the last quest where, let me try to think. So, we followed all these things, and there was some dude in here that I talked to. Well, I was sick. Alright. Yeah, isn't that? They're like, hey, you're wearing clothing of the gods or whatever. We don't like it. Where is that guy? Boo doo boo doo doo doo. The other god. I sort of remember. The diamonds, like, gave people some kind of superpower because when you use them, because these people wanted to, like, reclaim their position, but they got, like, they lost their avatar. Oh, from the pyramid. Yeah, I forgot about this place. Oh, can I go in the back door thing? Or, okay, whatever. There's gotta be a faster way to do this. Yeah, I was gonna say, I opened that back door. There it is. Did you really? I mean, my first instinct was to just go ask the ghost by the tomb, because it was from that time period, so I figured it would know. Like, I figured I could name drop that, and he'd be like, oh yeah, I know that. Strange wisdom. There it is. I don't have enough magic. I have to have 84 magic to do this. But it does tell you it's the Graveyard of Shadows in the Wilderness. So, because I just saw that, right? Wasn't I teleported there when I was in the wilderness? So, give me my old magic back. Yeah, I reset my book. I don't want to be on the old magic. Okay, and then I'm going to go here, and I remember seeing this, the Graveyard of Shadows, like, right here. It was one of the places that I got ported to. Alright. Well, unless those Ripper demons come back. My God, Sir Theodore, did you already forget about the Ripper demons? Here we go. Right here. I see it. We don't have to go as far as the Ripper demons, but I'm a little bit afraid. Look at these twisting trees. Oh my God, the evil in this land. Volcanic, poisonous vapors. Look at that. Shooting out horrifyingly hot projectiles. Abyssal demons. Oh. Alright, let's look around here for a ghost. There it is. Mysterious ghost. I'll fight you to the death. I closed the gate on all these zombies. Wow, these zombies actually look really good. These might be the best looking enemies in the game. Like, look at the heads on these zombies. Holy smokes. Look at the physique on that zombie. I mean, I don't know what kind of training regiment. Alright. Hello, you must be Karim the messenger. How did you know my name, stranger? Well, now I had a very interesting chat with Renard the thief. It seems you redirected his message regarding a certain god weapon for your own ends. So that is what this is about. I should have known the deal was too good to have no repercussions. Yeah, their model looks awesome. Now, I'm going to say something. I don't want to be too mean to these ghosts because they're obviously suffering in eternal torment. But if you had thousands of years to think about why you'd become a ghost, do you think that at some point you might have registered God weapon? Like, you were dealing with a God weapon right before you died and were turned into a ghost. I love how they're all surprised. Like, they're like, I have no idea what happened. I thought this was just how things went. It seems as though you might be responsible for this curse that's befallen you by not delivering Renard's message to the correct person. Ha! That is not a truthful assessment of the story. You might think differently if you heard my side of events. All right, buddy, tell it to me. Does it not do that, Nickman? Like, when I hear God weapon, something not crafted by mortal hands, I just automatically assume maybe I'm an overcautious person, but that I'm screwed if I touch it. Like, that something is going to happen to me tantamount to what happened in Raiders of the Lost Ark when they opened the Ark. Like, I'm thinking that's what's going to happen if I put my mortal hands on the God weapon. There's never an eventuality where I'm like, maybe I get a little stronger. Maybe I can zap people, you know, and become the ruler or whatever. I'm just like, if I touch that, you know, a little spicy, true. If I touch it, lightning just comes out of the sky and strikes me right there. Or, you know, maybe kind of like what happens to that, you know, bespectacled Nazi interrogator in Raiders of the Lost Ark, where my skin just, like, melts off, is where I'm going with this. Well, if you'd spoken to Renard, then you will know that he had somehow managed to obtain a very valuable weapon and was looking for buyers. What he probably didn't tell you was that he met me in a drunken stupor in some smoke-filled tavern, and I offered to arrange a purchaser for his item in exchange for a small finder's fee. So you knew what the staff was? The God Staff of Armadale? Well, of course I did. Yeah, true, just a little spicy. Crispy, good evening. They did say that, right? They were right. Apparently what they meant to say was, you'll be cursed for eternity and turned into a ghost. Honestly, you would have to be pretty slow-witted to not recognize a legendary artifact such as that. So this guy's like Johnny on the spot with identifying the Staff of Armadale by sight. He's like, you'd have to be a moron not to know what it is. But then he's like, God, I got turned into a ghost. And he's had 1,000+ years to think about this. And his only conclusion is, I don't know. Don't know what happened. I don't understand. Renard said that he had a buyer already in mind and that you had diverted his message to a General Zamorak instead. Ha! Here's a word of advice for you, adventurer. Never trust the words of a drunk. Whatever he might have thought he was doing with it, in the end, all that happened was he left me to arrange a purchaser for the item. So you thought you'd offer it to General Zamorak. Ah, yes, Lord Zamorak. He was merely a mortal back then, you know? Oh, okay, interesting. Yet I could see great things in store from him even then. He had a kind of brilliant ruthlessness and that special kind of vicious streak you see so rarely. I love his, like, professional respect for the, you know, sadistic, sociopathic, bloody rampage that was the mortal Zamorak. I mean, this guy killed people with a frenzy that really, other killers would stop and admire his handiwork. Well, anyway, when given the task of selling a weapon forged by the very gods themselves, I naturally thought of Zamorak as a potential buyer. I mean, Zamorak's rich, he likes to kill people, he's looking for a god weapon. I was a messenger in his employ anyway, so it was a mere trifle to find him and deliver the news, and I knew of his particular interest in armor and weaponry of all kinds. He had quite the collection. Yet he was always quite the connoisseur when it came to weaponry. But I digress. I let Lord Zamorak know that there was some drunken fool with an artifact of incredible power that could probably be bought off with a few jewels and trinkets, and he escorted me to the tavern and made me purchase there and then. It was a satisfactory deal all around. I like how this guy's all kind of like jovial about it. I got a share of the sale price from Renard, and I greatly increased my prestige amongst Zamorak and his followers. I do remember that, Morbin. But maybe, perhaps the events that followed were responsible for my cursed state. Events that followed? I cannot tell you of them precisely, for I myself was not there to witness them. I am, after all, simply a messenger. When it happened, I was busy elsewhere, delivering a message from Zamorak to the rest of his Maharat ilk. Wait, Zamorak was a Maharat? So, like, that big, giant skull general guy that we fought in the arena was like Zamorak? Or is that guy... Sometimes I get the Maharat are like the Lich Skull people. Okay. When it happened, what was it? As I have explained, I was not there, and I do not know what Zamorak did with the staff, but whatever it was resulted in his banishment by the other gods for many years. So he did something with the staff that caused him, from a tribunal of the other gods, to be voted out. He was fired, basically. Which is interesting because he wasn't a god to begin with, so he presumably got onto the panel and was, like, in consideration, and then they cast him out. The very strange thing was that Saradomin must have known about it, whatever it was, before it even happened. Wait a minute. Really? Why do you say that? Well, it was the contents of the message I was returning to Zamorak. Lucian seemed quite certain that there was a spy for Saradomin somewhere amongst his followers named Lanissa. If whatever happened to the staff caused this curse to befall me, then it is certain that she too would have been afflicted because she would have been in the very heart of the action. You have given me much to think on, adventurer. I would like to reward you with my sturdy messenger boots. May they aid you in your travels. So, now the plot thickens because it seems like there was some power play where Zamorak was on the rise, and maybe Saradomin had a little bit of a role in the expulsion from by the other gods with some insider information from Lanissa. We're going to find out. I don't want to speculate too much. There's a lot of slander going around here, but look at what I got. I almost completely can turn invisible. I'm largely invisible. If it weren't for these glowing lava threads on my Zamorakian garb, I'd be completely not possible to see. Right. Hello again. Can you remind me where to find Lanissa? Now, these quests get reworked, and very often when I'm reading aloud to you all, I will kind of not be able to process completely what is said because I'm concentrating on pronouncing all the words correctly. But correct me if I'm wrong, these ghosts never actually tell you where you're supposed to find the next ghost. And, my character keeps going, can you remind me where? They said Lanissa. Did he say? And I just didn't notice? The whereabouts of the treacherous Lanissa. According to Lucian's intelligence report, she'd been uncovered as a spy by her constant use of ships to ferry information. It's entirely possible she'd be located somewhere coastal to this day. Okay, well, I'll try and find you for her then. I know where to go. I feel like Port Phasmatis has to be the place where a ghost is, but I could be totally wrong and could be searching every shipyard. There's also the pirate place up here, but it doesn't have a shipyard. The other shipyard I'm really fond of is the one where the gnomes were building their ships to try to launch their invasion of humankind. But that was another time. Alright, let's see if this is the right shipyard. This one's going to be harder because they're all ghosts. But I'm going to look for a mysterious ghost. Oh, mysterious ghost. The Ghost Captain. Hello, ghostly captain. Alright, there's Bill. Back in the thick of it. Do-do-do. Alright. I need the mysterious ghost. No mysterious ghost there. Oh, there's a tortured soul. Boy, this is a really spectral establishment. Why are you still protesting? I mean, it's a fair question. Oh, wait, there's a little pier over there. No, that's not it. Let's see what we got. We got a lot of tortured souls. Where do you sail to? Oh, you're Ectofuntus, huh? I see. It's all right, Cap. It happens to the best of us. I hear there are some pills. Can I ask one question? Am I at least in the right place? If I'm in the wrong place, I will just leave and look for another ghostly shipyard. Okay, thank you. It was too easy. I thought ghosts, ships, alright. So then, in that case, let's go. Running around ships. Well, there is the old Port Sarim. They got ships over there. You know, Menaphos and Sophenheim also have ships. So there's a lot of places to look. Why, there's Port Khazard, for all I know. There's Witch Haven. There's... Oh, God. Okay, so let's... Yeah. Okay, Menaphos, no good. All right. Let's look around. If I were singing a shanty, and I were a ghost, where would I be? I gotta check this bar. Everything always goes down there. I'm not seeing a ghost. Alright. Fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, ghosts. Don't talk to these guys. They'll take you to Karamja faster than you can think. Oh, oh, oh. Mysterious. You would be Lanissa, I take it. Who are you? Where did you hear that name? How comes it that you could see and speak to me? Well, a ghost named Kareem directed me towards you. So that weasel Kareem's been blighted by this curse, too. Ha! A good thing, too. If anybody deserves such a fate, it would be one such as him. I guess you didn't get along, then? I know, Leslie. Me too. Now, see, Nick, man, what you do is you put the book by a window, and you have some time, so you just wait for the breeze to blow the page. Or, you know, what I would do... Yeah, exactly. Nick, man, you just stand over people's shoulder. No evil scum such as he should never have been allowed to walk the earth. Okay. What lies has he told you to come here? Have you chummed to try and kill me? I bet you'd actually probably welcome that. Well, I'm not sure if I could if I tried, but that's not why I've come to you. Then speak and speak well, for I may yet be dead, but am still a danger to those who cross me. I give them the evil eye. They can't see the evil eye because I'm a ghost, but oh, they can feel it. Why, once or twice I've had some people look back over their shoulder as if they could feel the evil eye following them. Actually, I'm trying to work out why all of you invisible ghosts seem to have been cursed. I'm not exactly sure, but the trail seems to have led me to you. That makes no sense. I served Saradomin faithfully my entire life, then all of a sudden I find myself reduced to this state. Well, it seems as though that may have been the cause. What? Explain yourself. As I understand it, it was something to do with the staff of Armadil and your refusal to tell Saradomin that it had been stolen. What? But that's not how it happened at all. Tell me your story. Then please go ahead and tell me the events of that day in your own words. Let me see, I'd been working as a spy for my Lord Saradomin amongst the forces of the Empty Lord. The Empty Lord? Who's that? I will not give you his name, for to do so would give him power here. Let us just say that he was a fearsome deity whose strength was greater than all the gods we knew of on this realm at the time. That's true, Sir Theodore. It's true. He's like, okay, I gotta know. I just gotta know what's going on. So this is Zaros, right? Wasn't Zaros the one that, like, all the gods had to work to stop? Exactly, Leslie. He who should not be named, or must not be named. It is probably worth mentioning that at this time we had no knowledge of the mysterious nature god Guthix. So he was stronger than Saradomin? As Saradomin was, yes. As Saradomin is now? Who can say? I see. Please continue. As I say, I was working as a spy within the very camp of my lord's enemies. I knew that should I have been caught, I risked being killed upon the spot, but my combat skills were always formidable, and if truth be told, there was a fair amount of dissent amongst his followers anyway. How do you mean dissent? To not understand this, you must have led a sheltered life, Let me tell you this, evil will always breed more evil and will never be satisfied with what it has. The Empty Lord chose to ally himself with the dark creatures of this world, fully aware that their own natures would cause them to rally against his rule and take every opportunity they could to betray him. This has always been the nature of evil. Perhaps he thought his power could prevent such treachery. This allowed me freedom amongst their camp, for it was always easy to point the finger of suspicion at some unsuspecting necromancer or foolish Maharat if it seemed as though my activities had been discovered. No, it was Necromancer Joe again. Similarly, should I ever be caught in the act of my sabotage, it was all too easy to bribe whoever found me or persuade them into believing it was just some minor treachery of my own, rather than my work for my lord, Saradomin. Okay, well that makes sense, but I don't understand what the Staff of Armadil has to do with this. As I have told you, the Empty Lord was extremely powerful, but not so powerful that he could rule over the other deities of this world without opposition. Should he have made a move against any other god, then he could still have been easily brought down by the combined efforts of the others. The theft of Armadil's staff changed this, however. If he had taken possession of this god weapon, then his power would have been so great that he could have overthrown all on this world and made it into his own image. Okay. I could not allow such a thing to happen. I went immediately to my comrade Dalek the mage, and I told him that a message had come to the lair offering this weapon for sale. I knew that as soon as my lord Saradomin heard this, he would contact Armadil to inform them of the theft, and the matter would have been resolved quickly and discreetly. So you passed this information to Dalek instead of taking it to Saradomin yourself. To my eternal shame, I indeed failed my lord Saradomin. I could not risk taking the message directly, for I feared my disguise had been uncovered. Lucian particularly had been taking an unhealthy interest in my activities, and I had a gut feeling that to make any obvious moves against the Empty Lord would have been my undoing. But Dalek was a noble man. I cannot believe that he would have not taken my message immediately to Lord Saradomin. Well, it seems like he didn't, but I don't know why not. Please, adventurer, discover what foul fate must have befallen him for him to have neglected his duty. I have not much to offer as a reward, but for these spare robes I wore while on assignment. Please find him and discover why I am cursed like this. All right. Boom. I'm getting much more invisible now. Heck yeah. All right, here I go. So, where to go? Hello, can you remind me where to find Dalek? It's such a strange mechanic that they don't tell you where to find the thing, and then you have to ask them again and say, can you remind me? He was always a loyal follower of Saradomin. I think he would have found an altar to Saradomin so that he may pray for this curse to be lifted. Okay, I'll try and find one for him. There's only one altar of Saradomin in the entire world. True, this is a mini quest, so I don't know if does it count for the quest cape? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Entrana seems the most obvious. I can get here by boat. But there's lots and lots of places. I mean, Entrana is not my favorite place. I don't want to go there, but it seems... I mean... It's in Ashdale, isn't it? I don't want to get rid of the items I'm wearing, though. I need to keep... I have to take off everything. I need to keep the visibility and ghost speak amulet. Look at me. You almost can't see me on my favorite cutscene in the game. Wouldn't that be something? Okay. I don't see a dude. Let's see up here. All right. No, not here either. It's funny how many temples there are as I think of it. Oh, right. Yeah, Edgeville Monastery was the next place I was thinking about. I was also going to go to the place with the pipes, the sweet, like, organ. All right. I guess Lumbridge's, yeah, they're showing right there. You got that right. He does get around. He teleports just like us. He knows what he's about. Alright. Let's see here. Oh. Well, Morbent Fell is here, which is a good sign. And there he is. Hello, Dalek. You see my form, hear my words, and know my name, yet I recognize not. Be you some mighty sorcerer to bind me so? That's right. Not really. But that's beside the point. It is not I who has trapped you here as a ghost. Then how comes it to be that you know my name, stranger? Lanissa told me about you and where to find you. Lanissa? Oh, that poor, sweet girl. Has my foolishness cursed her as well as myself? Your foolishness? The story shames me, stranger. I wouldst rather keep it unto myself. Spit it out, buddy. Look, I don't want to force you into telling me, but I will. I've got my ways. But perhaps sharing it with someone might relieve your guilt? I'm going to tell Lanissa right after this. Aye, perhaps it might that. So what has Lanissa told you of the events of the day that this curse befell me? Well, she told me that she was working as an undercover agent of Saradomin amongst the followers of some empty lord, and when news of the theft of a god weapon reached her, she passed the message on to you instead of taking it to Saradomin because she was scared her cover might be blown. Aye, that's a fair account of events, but I don't understand why you didn't take her message to Saradomin. Stranger, my foolishness was a result of my respect for Saradomin, not as a result of any attempted treachery. So why didn't you pass on Lanissa's message? As I understand it, something happened with that staff that could have been avoided if you had passed the message on. Sigh, I know not what occurred with that god weapon, but I have my suspicions. Let me explain myself. I was Lanissa's immediate superior, and I was often her contact for missions. Because of this role, I had access to a larger picture of what was happening than she herself did, and I was not only well aware that her presence amongst the enemy camp had been detected, but I was also well aware that there was a growing faction amongst them who were plotting to overthrow their master. Uh-oh, I like how this guy knew. He's like, your cover's blown. I'm going to keep that to myself. The master being, that I will not tell you. I will tempt the fates no more than I already have done. But anyway, it had come to my attention that the Maharat who had been liberated from the control of Ixthlaron did not much appreciate one form of slavery to another, and under the leadership of the mighty Zamorak we were making plans to overthrow their master and take his power for themselves. Now, as powerful, long-lived, and evil as they were still just mortal, and I made my decision that it would be of benefit to my lord Saradomin for his mightiest rival to be distracted by such internal conflicts. So that is why you decided not to pass the report from Lanissa on? Yes, but my guilt is more than simple inaction. I knew that with such a weapon, Zamorak would be capable of launching an attack that could actually stand a chance of success. But I also knew that he would never be able to get a chance to use it in a battle, for being a god weapon, its very presence would have sung out to their leader. I'm guessing you did something about that then. Indeed I did. To my eternal shame, I decided I would assist Zamorak and his henchmen in their battle by secretly casting a spell of concealment upon the staff so that they might use it secretly against their master. So Zamorak knew about this. No, nobody except myself, and now you, knew that I cast such a spell. Had I known what a threat to my lord Saradomin Zamorak would later become, I wouldst have taken the message to Saradomin immediately. Alas, it is all too easy to see your mistakes after you have made them. I'm confused. What exactly happened with the staff anyway, and why have all these various random people been cursed because of it? I cannot answer your question with anything other than my own suspicions, but I do know of one who might be able to, and if any man deserved to be cursed for their actions that day, it was he. Who are you speaking of? His name was Vigora. He was an evil man, brutal and vicious, and deadly with the blade. He was one of the few humans Zamorak allowed to rise to a position of power amongst his rebels, possibly because he imitated those same qualities of Zamorak. If anyone knows what Zamorak did with that god weapon to have caused this curse to have befallen us, it would have been he, for he would have been fighting on Zamorak's very right-hand side in their rebellion. Please, if this curse can be lifted, find Vigora and find out what he's wrought upon us. I have no wealth nor magic to aid you, but take my hood as reward. It has served me well these centuries past and may bring you luck. All right, we got the full set. You can't see me. Well, you can see the amulet, but you can't see me. All right, where do I go? Where can I find him? Ah, the evil swordsman Vigora. Perhaps he has returned to his castle in the Darklands. Okay, well, I'll try to find him for you then. All right, so I'm assuming that the Darklands is the wilderness again. Unless they're not talking about Daemonheim, are they? Or are they talking about this castle? I mean, this one's dark. Let's see. What else would I call the Darklands? Okay, so Daemonheim wasn't in the game. Sort of, Sir Theodore, but I don't remember where the Darklands were, unless it's, Okay. So it's not probably in Prif, and... I mean, it's got to be dark, right? Not there. Well, I mean... Physically dark. Okay. Well, I mean, Mauritania is dark, isn't it? All right. Yeah, I can't get to Castle Draken. That just won't happen. The desert is not dark. All right. Well, the only place I feel like off the top of my head that's dark. Oh, Big, good evening. Good to see you, my friend. Is over here. See, it's dark here. Oh, his castle is a tower, huh? Well, then the Slayer Tower does look pretty evil, doesn't it? Is that it right there? Let's go see. Boy, I feel like... What was the quest that I had to come in here for? Didn't I have to sneak in here for something? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different castle. Nick, man, I do that sometimes, and I always call it a sandwich. Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't tried that either. Yes. A hint would be fine with me. I'm going to be like walking around this place with bad guys everywhere. The third floor? Alright, let's go to the top. Oh. Oh, okay. Look at that tentacle thing coming through. My God, man. Hey, look at that subjugation guy. I like... Second floor? Let's see. In Britain, they start on 0, I think, and in America, we start on 1. I don't see any ghosts here. I've seen a lot of ghosts in my times. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I'm on the wrong floor. Okay. All right, let's get up close and personal. I got no choice. Just gonna walk around and find this. I got it. All right. So, you must be the infamous Vigora. Hold thy tongue, varlet. Speak fast. How come you to find me here, and how doth you understand mine speech? You want me to hold my tongue and tell you how I found you? Cease thy chatter and respond to my demand. Cease my chatter and respond to your demand? I warn thee, knave, this curse upon me hath not improved my temper these centuries past. Well, it's actually about that curse I've come to speak to you. Oh, be that so? Then forgive my swift anger and speak to me of how you plan to break this curse. I didn't actually mention anything about breaking it. Then what lets you dare speak to me? Well, I heard of your name from a mage called Dalek, and I'm trying to find out what exactly caused the curse to befall him, and you as well, apparently. Ha! So the weak-willed mage was cursed along with me. Well now, that's an interesting turn of events. Then I am to assume that Valdez, Renard, Karim, and Lanissa were also cursed along with me? How did you know that? Ha ha ha! Oh, the curse cut deeper than I had previously thought. Stranger, this news has brought me a ray of sunshine in an otherwise dreary millennia. Please ask any question you wish. Tell me your story. Thanks, I think. So what exactly happened on the day you were all cursed? I know that Valdez discovered the Staff of Armadil, was robbed by Renard, who then sent Karim to tell Zamorak of it. Meanwhile, Lanissa heard of the sale and informed Dalek, who placed an enchantment upon it so that its power would be hidden. I still don't know what happened with the staff to cause this curse or what you had to do with it, though. Well, stranger, rest yourself a while, and I will recount a tale of events of that day, for I was one of the few actually there when it happened. When what happened? When my lord Zamorak first got his taste of godhood. Wow, sounds like quite the dinner party anecdote. You could take the snide venom out of your voice, whelp. You came to me. 'Twas not the other way around. All right, continue. Well, now, let us see. As you may have heard, my affiliation lay with General Zamorak, a mighty warrior of the Maharat tribe, and my skill on the battlefield had quickly brought me to his attention. So pleased was he with my bloodlust that he promoted me on the battlefield once to serve in his honor guard. And let me tell you, this was a rare honor indeed, for I was only human, the only human chosen to take such a position. Really? Oh yes, the Dragon Riders, Maharat demons, and vampire warriors made up the bulk of the force, but I wager I was their equal in all ways of combat. Ha! When I think of someone like Lucian struggling to lift a blade, in some ways I was even their better. Please continue. Well, anyway, myself and the rest of Zamorak's honor guard were formulating stratagems in our battle tent when that sneaky messenger Karim came offering to sell us the god staff of Armadil. He does know of Lucian. Naturally, we suspected that this was some trick by our lord to test our loyalty. Yes, who was your lord? Everyone's been very evasive about that. Quiet, fool. All things in their course. You're disrupting my train of thought. Sorry. Well, anyway, we thought it was too good to be true, yet when we visited this scummy tavern, we were amazed to discover this was no trick, no test of loyalty, no hidden trap. Somehow this fool had actually managed to obtain the god staff of Armadil. Its power was incredible. You could almost feel the energies crackling around in the air. So what happened then? Well, with such a weapon, the plans we had been developing for a rebellion against our lord could finally be put into action. But we knew that we would have to act swiftly before he heard that we had a weapon capable of defeating him, and we would have to act decisively, for even amongst our group there were still those loyal to the Lord, such as the pathetic fool Azanadra. So just who was this lord you speak of? And I tell thee again, I will say when it is appropriate. Now do not disrupt my tale. All right. So anyway, Lord Zamorak and his most trusted compatriots, namely myself, Haziel, Drakan, oh wow, Themeron, and Zemorigal made plans to overthrow our lord using the god weapon, the cult of Haziel, Drakan the vampire, and by pledging allegiance to Zamorak as our master, we each to be given a large piece of land as our own in return. We decided to move immediately before anyone got cold feet or any other parties could interfere in our work, and made haste toward the castle where our lord lived. I remember them sort of. Were they the two Maharat that were like fighting in that temple or whatever? It's a good point, Nick, man. The title. Oh, that's right. And we used a shield. I see. If Lucian had not been otherwise occupied, he would have probably accompanied us with his magics, but it turned out the foolish Dalek had made his involvement unnecessary with some spells of his own, allowing us to get close enough to the castle with the staff without the empty lord being able to sense its presence. So your lord was the one that cursed you? I'm coming to that. So anyway, we made our way to the castle under the pretense that we had war plans against Saradomin and the other deities to discuss. As usual, our lord was guarded well, but this was why Zamorak had brought his most trusted fighters with him. While we distracted the empty lord with our feints and attacks, he kept his bodyguards busy. Lord Zamorak outflanked him, unsheathed the staff, and plunged it into his back. Ah, it was a glorious sight. At that moment, I was reminded for whom I fought, and why General Zamorak had earned his nickname, the Scourge, upon the battlefield. And the next thing you know, you were cursed? No, it was not quite that simple. The Empty Lord turned away from our battle, eyes burning with hatred, and toward Zamorak instead. Seeing this, we all fought with extra vigor, so that General Zamorak would not face our lord alone, but we were outnumbered by many hundreds of warriors and demons and could not reach him to assist him. So what then? Why, it was the Empty Lord versus Zamorak in single combat, and the sight of the battle will be with me forevermore. The Empty Lord was a powerful god, stronger than any of the others awake at that time, possibly even as strong as Guthix is, and Zamorak was but a mortal, a Maharat warrior all the same, with all the strength and power that entails, but mortal nonetheless. But to see him fight, you would not think of him as a mere anything. He was war itself. Flurry after flurry of blows he rained upon the Empty Lord, and the very castle walls shook and quivered with their power, but the Empty Lord would not fall. Even with the weapon of a god embedded in his back, he fought on, and with each blow our victory seemed less and less certain. So what then? Well, then a miracle happened, or luck, or natural justice. You can call it what you want, but as the Empty Lord's hands wrapped tightly around Zamorak's throat, Lord Zamorak, kicking and screaming, defiantly and radiant in his anger until the very last, plunged towards the Empty Lord, who seemed to lose his footing slightly and fell in such a way so that the staff plunged deeper into his body, but also impaled Lord Zamorak with it at the same time. And then what? And then nothing. There was a sudden flash of bright light, and then a sudden blink of cold darkness, and it was over. Zamorak stood over the Empty Lord, who was slowly fading from existence, and as he faded, it almost seemed as though Zamorak became more real, more solid than he had before. And as the Empty Lord faded from this world completely, I heard his voice, almost a whisper upon the wind, cursing all who had helped Zamorak in his victory, which, as you now tell me, seems to have been all who were responsible for the staff ending up in Zamorak's hands at the castle. It is a sharp stick, true. As I heard it, I saw that I too was fading, just as the Empty Lord had, and I called to my brethren for their assistance, but they could no longer hear my words nor see my form. It was then that the other gods appeared and banished Zamorak from the world completely for daring to kill one of their kind, although, as it turned out, it didn't quite work out that way for them, when he returned stronger than ever, a god himself. But the God Wars were another story entirely. But I don't understand. If it was Zamorak who used the weapon, then why was it only you who were cursed? And the other people who were cursed, why them? Why not the other Maharat, for example? And just who was this Empty Lord you keep speaking of? Well, in my life I was nothing but a warrior. I had no hidden knowledge. I didn't especially care about the gods or their magics. I certainly didn't respect them. Now I suppose this is my death, but I am a shade on the wind, unnoticed by all who passed me until today anyway, and the only answer I can give you is that the others who were with me, the Maharats and the vampire, they were beings of magic. It runs through their very veins and ebbs through their bones. Who knows why the curse fell as it did? Perhaps as a mere human I was more susceptible to it when they were not. Perhaps they too are cursed, but their lifespans are so long, it will be millennia before they feel it upon them. Perhaps because it did not affect them, it extended backward through time to the moment the staff was taken from its rightful place, and all who had known of its theft were cursed too. Perhaps there are others also cursed who played no part in this tale and were merely unlucky enough to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know. Things do not always happen for a reason, just as tales do not always end up with all the loose ends neatly tied up and all answers supplied. I've simply told you the events I was witness to, for I can do no more. You have cheered me no end to let me know that this curse has afflicted me, as it not left me alone here in this void between worlds. Perhaps I will hunt down these others who have also been cursed as I was, but I feel I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take my cloak. It is drenched in the blood of 1,000 foes, and may it bring you luck in battle. Thanks, buddy. We did it. We've completed the Curse of Zaros mini-quest. We've got the full set, 10 kudos, and a ghost, a 10,000 experience lamp from the Varrock Museum if we talk to Historian Minas. And we got 290 quest points. So how can I break this curse? Who knows? If it was the death curse of the Empty Lord, there may be no way to break it. If it was not his death curse, and he is still alive but not on this world, then the only way to break it may be to bring him back here. But I'd rather stay cursed than suffer under his rule again. But who was this Empty Lord? What was his name? You don't know? You have not guessed yet? He was Zaros. All right. We did it. And now, we've got a cape too to go with our ghost set. And we are invisible. How about that? Awesome. Well, everybody, we did it. We finished the mini quest, and we can still do the General's Shadow, which is the next quest, which is, oh, it's General Khazar. Why wasn't I just talking about this guy? When I saw the General Shadow, I thought they were talking about General Zamorak, but no. General Kazi. Cool. Well, unless Khazard's not the guy I'm thinking of, but either way, we'll find out. And we will have to get to that next week, everybody, because yes, this quest was awesome. There's so much good story. I feel like I am way more in the know than I once was about, you know, the Pantheon, the God Wars, and the what was going on with Zamorak and Zaros there. Awesome. So we'll get into this next week, but it is indeed my bedtime, everyone. So I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the stream and having fun doing a cool quest in RuneScape. I hope you all have an excellent evening or day, and tomorrow we'll be back for a surprise game or games stream if you are interested. Nick Mann, Leslie, True, Sir Theodore, Crispy Bacon, Crab, Aaron, what's up, my friend? Just saw your message. Thanks for stopping in. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.